time now then for MotoGP Social, and it's my pleasure to welcome three young riders starting what they hope is the road to MotoGP in the Northern Talent Cup. We're joined by the top three young men in the series after three races, led by Lennox Pomara, Rocco Sessler and Julius Frelson. Guys, welcome to all three of you. We'll start with Lennox, who firstly has a question for Mark.
So Mark, you're one of the biggest idols for young riders like we are, and you had many injuries and difficult moments during your career. How were you able to deal with them, and what helped you the most to come back that strong how you are right now?
Yes, but especially is one of the things have good people around you and a good atmosphere, and this I'm very lucky because I have, and I feel very good in during my personal life. I feel well, I feel quiet, and this is important. And the other reason is priorities. Priorities means follow your passion, and follow your passion means if you want to be again in the top, you will say no to many things to say yes and follow what you believe. And yeah, still I'm in the way. I didn't finish my way. Still I'm in the way to come back in the top.
And as Lennox is the championship leader in the Northern Talent Cup, he gets two questions. His second one is for our reigning world champion, Pecco.
So Pecco, currently you're the strongest rider in MotoGP right now. How are you able to deal with this pressure, and what advice can you give me from championship leader to championship leader?
Sincerely, constant is always the main thing, and it's still something that I need to improve, because I always want more. When I'm not leading, when I'm second or third, I just try to be back at the top, and sometimes it's not the correct way. So being able to say to yourself, it's okay, sometimes is better to continue pushing and just finish the weekend with a 0. So it's something that I'm still learning, so you have time to learn, but it's already a great thing, it's already a good point to start when you are leading the championship.
Great questions there from Lennox. Our next question comes from Rocco Sessler, and here's this for Marco.
So Marco, which step during your whole career was the hardest one for advancing into MotoGP?
Well, arriving in MotoGP was really tough already, because it's a long journey and you have to perform well in every category. But then when you arrive in MotoGP, it's even harder, because it's the top of the motorsport in the world. So I think the rookie season was very difficult for me. Even if it was positive, was difficult to learn how to ride the bike, how to adapt to the tires, to the power, to the electronics, many different stuff that in Moto2 we didn't have. So this was the hardest part for sure.
Thanks for that great question, Rocco. And last but certainly not least, it's the final question from Julius Frelson, who has one for Jorge.
So how do you deal with being nervous before a race?
Well, it's the same, I think, as when we were your age. For my side, I feel same nervous as when I was a kid, and just wait till it's the race, and then everything goes away.